Welcome to a brand new episode of the Real Life Podcast, a member of the Nation Network of Podcasts and delivered by DoorDash.
Welcome to Real Life, everyone. What is going on right now?
I think that I'm in love with Matthew Tkachuk.
Are you guys all drunk?
Episode 403. I got to turn this up a little more. Episode 403 of the Real Life Podcast, Hotel Podcast Edition.
Toronto Edition.
Toronto Nation Vacation Edition. I always feel like our best work is done when we are in a hotel room, crushing beers, doing a podcast.
Our most creative work.
Yeah, most creative, sure. We got the Roadcaster busted out. We're having a good time. We've been in Toronto for about 4 or 5 hours now.
Yeah, 4 or 5 hours, yeah.
It was a very, very early morning. Before we get to the travel day, we got to give some love to our title sponsor, the HGA Group, here to make your business better, as well as Montana's. I haven't seen one yet in downtown Toronto.
Yeah, they're in the surrounding area. So, yeah, we can, on our way out to the airport, we can do a pilgrimage to get messy.
To hashtag Get Montana's Messy, all you can eat ribs on now until September 12th. Yeah, bright and early this morning.
Bright and early. Well,
you got to the airport you got to the airport yesterday.
Yeah, well, you're keener.
So I'm traveling with a crew. I brought my crew with me to the 6.
Oh, he's rolling deep, folks.
And so they all crashed at my place last night. So we woke up nice and early. Amber drove us to the airport.
So you guys drink last night or no?
Oh yeah, we got after it a little bit. So we're still a little half cut. We got to the airport at 4:15.
Oh, yeah, that's why your buddy looks like shit.
Oh yeah. We got to the airport at 4:15 for a 6:30 flight because we had heard airports are bad. We breezed through and we were sitting at Chili's by 4:35, 4:40.
You texted me as I was pulling up to the airport that you were already at Chili's.
We breezed through and you showed up 30 minutes after me, 20 minutes after me, whatever it was. And it took you like an hour to get through the one line.
Easily an hour.
So...
and then also there's a couple of things that happened. So we had to wait in line to get the boarding pass, which is fine. And then we're going into the security line. Well, at least I am. I'm a solo journeyman in the security line walking through. And as I'm going through, finally at the thing, nobody knows how it works. Do I take my belt off? Does the laptop come out? Why do I have to take my tablet?
It's been a couple years. We're out of practice.
And I'm looking over and there's Jay in his Nexus line.
Yeah.
Oh, you
whipping through
got
everything.
my cheese card.
Cheese and spices, baby.
Yeah, Nexus is nice. In a situation like that, it is so nice. Like the lineup that Baggedmilk went through was very long. And
sounds like a nightmare.
I was right to the security tray table thing.
You really were. I was so jealous. I've never wanted a Nexus card more than I did in that moment.
Submit your application.
I had a 4:35 a.m. Texas Margarita Bulldog at Chili's. I regretted it. It was a lot. I bit off more than I could chew.
Yeah, that's ambitious, man.
I thought it would play into the vibes of the moment.
You're trying to manufacture vibes. It's too early in the morning.
Yeah,
having a Caesar's okay. Having a beer is okay.
Yeah, I pushed her. I regret it.
I respect it though.
I actually though, and this is rare for me, I slept most of the plane ride, which I was proud of.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, sure.
Are you a nervous flyer?
Not really.
You were buzzing around the airport through security. Like you were texting me like, I'm over here and I'm at the gate. Now I'm over here. And I'm like, man, I just sat down to have a drink.
No, I'm not a nervous flyer at all. I've gotten less nervous. I think when I didn't fly as much, I was more nervous.
Maybe not necessarily the act of flying, but everything around flying and the timing. You have to be at the gate.
To your approach
yeah, no, I definitely... Yeah, maybe nervous is the right word. I don't know. I just want to get it over with. I'm not a huge fan of the whole experience.
Well, I normally like to cut my airport time like to the second. Like I don't want to be there any longer than I need to.
The line you said today was you're hurrying up to wait or something.
Yeah, hurry up to wait.
Yeah. But Jay pulled the ultimate move though today because he stayed at the Renaissance.
I stayed at the airport last night because I had our men's member guest golf tournament yesterday, which is it's the biggest party of the year at our golf course. So the whole golf course for the entire day is an open bar. And so, yeah.
Was Charles there?
Oh, Charles was there.
Is he in rough shape this morning?
He had to get up at like 6 a.m. to drive to Canmore. He put a photo in our group chat. Shocker, he's not on this pod.
Well,
at like
breaking,
but like at like 11 a.m. on like the 4th hole of Silvertip.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
Chalmers up and at him.
Yeah, Chalmers getting after it. But yeah, so I took an Uber. So I went to the golf course, packed for the trip.
Wow.
And then went Ubered from the club at 10:30, got into the airport about just after 11, and in the wrapper, passed out 11:30, Woke up 4:30. Let's go.
And we made it. We are in Toronto.
Somehow you got more sleep than I did last night.
Yes. See, I unlocked. I used my time wisely.
There was actually like a really smart
butted
play.
the line. I didn't have to start the lineup where Baggedmilk did. I saw
was a
Baggedmilk and just
gracious
joined
host.
him.
And then Baggedmilk couldn't jump up in the Nexus with you. Shit's unfair, hey?
Life's not fair, man.
Yeah, it's not. We are a couple hours away from the Toronto Blue Jays game.
Yes. Exciting.
We are in Ontario, which means we can wager with our friends at PointsBet Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, first thing I did when I touched down was deposit and not use the bonus because I'm an idiot.
Yeah, you missed out on the bonus chance. So I think you texted your same game parlay, right, Jay?
Oh yeah, I went meaty. I went juicy. We are chasing the dragon here.
So
folks.
Jay's same game parlay today for the Jays is Vladdy to hit a dinger, Jays to win, Chapman to get a hit, Barrios 5+ strikeouts. Works out to almost plus 1,700, almost 17 to 1 odds on that.
That's the juice I'm talking about, folks.
1,700, like plus 1,700. You're gonna have a great night.
I dare you to fade me. Come at me.
When that hits, you're gonna have a great night.
I went a different
tomorrow.
direction to make my money.
I'm missing golf tomorrow.
Okay, let's get into that. So
Yeah.
you slept at the Renaissance, right onto the airplane, right to Toronto. We're doing a Jays game tonight, and you are ambitious enough to have a 6 a.m. tee
I'm
time.
being picked up at 6:20. The tee time plan. So this golf course we're going to, Jake's just telling me. So Jake from Playmakers, corporate dad. He's like, oh man, like, could you golf Saturday morning? I've got an extra spot. We're playing at the Toronto Golf Club. And I'm like, okay, what's the tee time? He's like, well, we're planning to tee off at 7:30. I'm like, well, what does that mean? He's like, well, they don't do tee times. Like, what kind of highfalutin golf course is this? So he's like, I'll pick you up at 6:20. That'll get us there just before 7. I think we'll be able to get out at 7:30.
So people, it's obviously incredibly private.
It sounds like it's insanely
So you just
private.
show up and let's go now.
Yeah, exactly. And it's all about pace of play. He's like, don't worry, it's going to be so fast. It's going to be so fast. He keeps saying, he's like, they're all about pace of play at this golf course.
I feel like the pace of play thing's not an issue for you. It's waking up after a night of boozing at a Jays game.
Well, that's where I got to be a good boy. I was hoping. Yeah,
you'll be on a tighter pitch count than Barrios.
So for the record, this is my first beer of the day. So I'm already doing
What did you have to drink at the airport?
Nothing. We sat down at the.
Oh yeah, you were just having a pre-packed sandwich from the Hudson's
You went
News.
for the pre-packed sandwich and an orange juice and some water.
Wow. So you've actually done a good job keeping on the pitch count.
It's all so far.
Okay.
I've just thrown the first pitch.
Eli, can you grab the thing, the surprise we got? This will help with your pitch count.
Oh, sure.
Eli's pulling.
Oh yeah, that one. Maybe we can do a little bit of what we got.
Eli is Tyler's friend, by the way.
That old no, not that one.
No,
is this birdie juice?
Trip darts don't.
A little birdie juice. That'll help with the pitch count. A nice,
no, I'm not touching
big
that.
bottle of warm Fireball.
I only drink that stuff if I'm on a chairlift,
or if you're in Toronto about to go to the Jays game.
Maybe.
So, anyways,
we do have a 2K walk after this podcast.
We do.
3K. Is it 3?
Yeah, it's a hike, man. It's like Google Maps says it's only
not
almost
bad.
40
Google
minutes.
Maps is challenges. It's throwing the challenge down saying because we're going to the Steam Whistle Brewery for a little pre-event. Dan lined that up for us.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nation
Love
Dan.
that.
I'm so excited.
So yeah, we're going to the Steam Whistle Brewery just before that. It says on maps 3K and suggests it's like a 35-minute walk. I want to tell Google to pound sand and we'll do it in 27.
I have already walked, and you've been with me most of the time, Tyler. I've already walked 7 kilometers today. We've got this. No problem.
Well, let's be honest. From where we got off on the plane to the baggage claim where we met was probably 5Ks in itself.
That was my first time at Pearson. And
good Lord.
I don't know what terminal we landed in, but holy cow, was that? We were going upstairs, downstairs, again, downstairs, walking long stretches underneath on walkulators, the walkulators that are broken. Then back up some stairs, then down some stairs, and all of a sudden, boom, you're in the baggage carousel. We're like, oh.
It was the start for the Stair Boys that we needed, though.
yeah,
It was. It did set the tone. It reminded me that Stair Boys does apply all over the globe, not just Vegas.
Always.
Yeah.
Except for we took the elevator up to our room.
Well, yeah, but that's reasonable.
Wow.
I also didn't know where the stairs were.
Yeah,
We took the stairs to Tyler's room.
Really?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Well, we're right below you.
We are directly. So Tyler's in room 302 of the courtyard on. Just kidding.
Marking that part of the podcast, we'll delete it. We'll probably forget, and someone will DM me and be like, "You didn't take out your room number at the courtyard."
That was like one time one of our first nation vacations to Vegas. I always write my room number on my hand because I always forget it.
Yeah.
And I tweeted out my room number, and then there was just people banging on Rick and I's room like 2 a.m.
That's funny.
Happens. Yeah,
It does happen. I can't wait for. We're only like 5 hours into our first nation vacation for this season, but I can't wait for Vegas. But anyways,
Vegas will be fun this year. We're gonna have a lot of really good nation vacations because we get a Calgary one. We get a Calgary trip right off the bat next
you
season.
know that. So we have to kick off the season with a Calgary trip, which is great.
Yeah.
But then we don't get another one all year because of the schedule.
The schedule is so bad. We're trying to manufacture something. There is, speaking about highfalutin, there might be a Toronto trip in the works for the March game when the Oilers are here.
But like, how do you have one of the most entertaining playoff series that I can remember, and then 3 matchups between those teams the next season?
Yeah, that seems like a pretty big flaw in the NHL schedule, hey?
But they're in our division. Don't we normally play them like 5 times or something?
4 usually, but because of
Vancouver's
Seattle.
only 3-2.
Because of Seattle, I think they had to fuck with it.
It's a lot of fucking with.
Yeah.
But like, the Battle of Alberta was legit.
Yeah, and it still
How
could
do
be
you only
legit.
have
Will it still be legit?
I think so. Man, if Uyghurs, like, their
From
defense
a
is gonna
firepower
be
standpoint.
good. We got the firepower. They got the defense. It's going to be like a fire versus, I don't know.
Not fire.
You know, there's that tweet that's recirculating from Dmitry Filipovich with those Connor clips from May.
Oh,
did you want
What are they?
Oh, he just put like a clip package of Connor. This in May he released, but it's been resurfaced as of late. And I watched again, and I was like, this guy fucking just absolutely owned the Flames.
Oh, it wasn't.
He owned them. You watch. There's probably like 20 plays there, and only half of them result in goals, and the other half should. Like, you're just like, oh, this guy is on another planet.
He was doing that, and then Leon outscored him somehow.
Yes.
And Evander Kane had like a goal a game in the playoffs, which we forget pretty quickly as well. It was insane.
What's your over under on him? If I set an over under on Evander Kane for the upcoming season, full year with the Oilers, playing with McDaddy, if I set it at 35.5.
Ooh,
I'm pounding it over. Pounding it.
Ooh, that's a good number to set, though. That's probably what the books will have it at.
It's over.
I don't think so. Yeah, no.
He's playing with Connor McDavid. You watch the clips.
I know.
That's the guy making the plays.
Yeah, no, I'd probably go over. I bet you he finishes with like 37 next year.
He made Puljujärvi a point a game guy first half of the season.
That's a guy I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do.
Oh, remember last year when we hammered the Puljujärvi point total?
We hit it.
That was a great bet.
We hit it.
It was a good bet.
But like it wasn't as convincing as I thought it was when I placed it.
Well, because 2 months into the season, he was like right there and then he got hurt and then he fell off a cliff. It'll be interesting to see what the player totals are this year for the Oilers. Like for McDavid, he didn't hit his this year, which is fascinating. Because I got him
Which one, goal prop or point prop?
A point. I got him at 126.5. He finished with 123.
You bet over that? I love you. I love you. That is just such a bold bet and I love it.
I would hit it again.
I'd do it right now.
I would do it right now.
Yeah,
I would absolutely do it right now.
Speaking of betting, so you had your Jays game parlay. You're going like 4-piece parlay, same game to get the big payout. I'm going different strategy.
And I'm also, my hedge is run line.
Okay. I am just going. So I signed up for a book free. I get a free risk-free bet for my first bet.
Okay.
So I'm going heavy on Jays to win, Vladdy to get a hit. That is all.
Plus
even money.
Even money.
Going real heavy on it. It's the heaviest I've ever gone on a single game bet.
$100?
More than that.
Oh, Big Daddy.
Yeah.
Did you max out the risk-free bet?
Not quite.
You fucking animal.
The max was $1,000. I wasn't going to throw $1,000.
You're an animal.
I wasn't even close to it.
$300.
A little less than that.
Oh, so it's $250.
And then I'm going to go Jay's run line, Barrios over, and Vladdy dinger.
Yeah. Basically what I'm doing, just surround together a parlay.
Yeah. Sort of. Yeah. I'm basically betting them all over the place.
Yeah. It's good. It's good to have a bunch of bets. It's nice to go back to be able to go to a game again and have a bunch of bets on the table. Like that's the best.
The odds have moved. So I just got your exact same bet for plus 105.
Ooh, you did?
Yep.
Good for you.
Juicy.
Good for you. Dome should be open tonight too, because looking at the weather in Toronto, it's beautiful.
Oh, it's hot, muggy. Yeah, on brand.
What else did I want to get to today on the pod?
Well, we were trying to talk about my golf round. Anyways, I gotta try to keep it on the rails tonight because I'm getting picked up at 6:20. And then I tried to call to bail saying, you know what? I think golf tomorrow is a bad idea.
I was telling Tyler as we went for lunch, that was my favorite part of the bus ride from the airport to the hotel was listening to this. Cause you're like, the line was, I think I'm flying too close to the sun here with the Jays game and then the early tee time. And then it very quickly been to, all right, and you got a shirt for me?
Yeah, because you don't have a shirt.
I left my shirt in the hotel room at the rent.
Is it a nice shirt?
It is a nice shirt, but I'm going to pick it up when I get back. But also I played in it yesterday and it was also 28 degrees and muggy yesterday. So to rewear that shirt is gross regardless. So I think that's like the golf and just health god saying no.
Probably.
It makes sense.
So yeah, Jake, I was going to go get a Blue Jays golf shirt, but then Jake said don't. And then I ended the call with, okay, what course is it again? I'm in 6:20 pickup.
So your day tomorrow, 6:20 pickup, 7:30 tee off.
Sports.
So it's a 7:30-ish tee off.
Yeah, and 3.5 hour round, I'm told maximum.
So you're going till 11.
I'm told I'll be back at the hotel latest by 11:30.
Okay, back at the hotel by 11:30. Quick nap. You're going to need it.
I'm going to need a good one.
Need a good nap. That'll bring you up until 1. We got to go. We're doing Jays tomorrow at 3.
Yep.
We got last minute tickets up in the 500s.
500.
Yeah. That'll be Stair Boys getting up to the 500s. Although I think it's like ramps all the way.
I'm looking forward to it. I've never been to
the Dome. But anyways, and then we're doing TFC right after that. And that's another like 4-kilometer walk.
How cool. We drove by the stadium.
By BMO, yeah.
Doesn't that not get you excited for the game?
It kind of does. Like the area outside looks sweet.
Yeah,
we're going to be betting on corners, baby.
Someone named Jerry, a listener, DM'd me on Twitter. And he said that the TFC game might be sold out. And he was like, Ubers and stuff are going to be a shit show.
Glad we're walking.
We're going to walk it.
2 feet and a heartbeat.
Yep.
And I just cleared out a nice little space for you to have your nap. Just booked a lunch myself with Eric, our friend of everyone, Eric Johnson.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's in town. So
very good.
What time's lunch?
Noon.
Is he going to come to the game?
I'm going to convince him to come to the game.
Yeah, I'd love to hang out with him.
I know a bunch of people that are in town, like just like random people from Edmonton that happen to also be here right now. It's weird.
The weirdest thing, there's like 10 flights a day from Edmonton to Toronto.
Yeah, there is a lot. I was noticing that in the airport too.
So there's a lot of Edmontonians mucking around here. And
I think this Jays game, like I think a lot.
It's Bob. What's tonight's Friends night?
Yeah, Friends night.
So we have to be there early.
How early?
First 15,000.
Oh, that's it, eh? The Vladdy bobblehead's going to be
that one's tomorrow.
That'll be borderline impossible to get.
You think so?
We'll have to be there so early, I think, or we'll have to find a gate that's like less populated.
Well, figure it out.
Or we just rob somebody.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Heist?
Eli liked that one.
We got a few heists to pull off.
Yeah, my buddy Eli sitting on the other side of the room drinking a White Claw. Hey, you've never had that flavor of White Claw before. What's your review? Yeah.
Oh, Tyler, you're striking out on your drinks.
I know.
Do you know that Kennedy bought him more of those sodas?
Kennedy's like, I don't think she likes you. I think she's trying to kill you.
I said that at the office the other day. I think I was like, Kennedy, are you trying to slowly poison him? She just said, shh.
I got there at like 10:30. Kennedy surprised me with the sodies, and me, her, and Coombsy shared one.
Just one together?
Yeah, just one
like
together.
At 10:30. You had a 10:30 a.m. soda.
Well, they wanted to try.
This is the guy that had the 4 a.m. Bulldog.
Oh,
my body knows no clock.
He's young.
Yeah, I'll bounce back.
I keep forgetting you're young.
Yeah.
I remember those days.
Yeah, you waking up at 6:20 to golf tomorrow. You could be out till 2 a.m. and be fine.
No, you have to remember I'm more of an old man than my age.
You're a very old man.
Like I didn't go to bed last night till like midnight. I didn't go to bed last night till midnight and was up at 3:15. So like that's not a lot for me.
That's not a lot for anyone.
No. I need a nice coffee. I haven't had coffee yet today. I'm surprised.
I haven't had my coffee yet either.
So I didn't have a coffee purposely this morning.
Yes.
Shout out to Yeg Coffee Club because I thought I was gonna sleep on the flight.
Yeah.
To Toronto.
Yeah.
Right as I was falling asleep, every time, almost like clockwork, I had a kid in front of me banging on the seat like backwards. Worst. He and his brother were like playing some game and we were getting fired up. Eventually, I wanted to play the game too. because it looked fun. So I understand why they were fired up, but I feel like you should get one free one in the back of the seat whenever that's happening, just to set the tone of what's going on, especially at 6 a.m. That's my thoughts, Tyler. I don't have kids though.
He wasn't listening. He was texting.
He wasn't listening to
That's why I went.
I'm looking at the time.
We gotta get us our steps in.
I almost feel like we got to get going.
Let's get on our high horse.
Let's go.
This was like a really short 20-minute crushable episode of the pod, though.
Maybe we'll do it tomorrow.
I hope it was entertaining because we're more just talking about our logistics of the last 24 hours.
Maybe we'll just do another one tomorrow.
Let's keep doing them.
Better late than never when we get home tonight.
Oh, the lost tapes part 2.
We should do a live one.
I was
remember when we did that after the Oilers beat the Kings? Then we
like
watched
a live one, like a party at the Pint after the win. Go up in front of everyone and just have a hot stove. The 3 of us talking as if it's the episode.
Yikes.
I know it's a terrible idea.
I know, but I'm tempted by it. I am.
I'll tell you something. I'm feeling vulnerable about last night. So so the member guests, there's 2 formats. There's best gross score and best net score.
Okay.
We won best net.
Okay.
Which is awesome. So they go,
what does best net mean?
So I have my handicap, right? So my handicap against my score. So how it is there's 2 of us in the team. We take the best net score on that hole between the 2 of us. Okay. So say I'm an 8 handicap and it's the 7th hardest hole. I get a stroke. So if I make par, it's a birdie.
Gotcha.
So anyways, yeah, everyone's like speech. And I was pretty loose, and I got there and I
loose as a goose.
I started chirping people, and then I realized I'm being an idiot. So then I just started thanking everyone under the sun, and then just left, and being like, "What did I just do?"
Quick little walk off. Yeah.
Well, sometimes you got to tell some people off, congratulate yourself, and leave.
What are you feeling for the bets today? What are you rolling?
So what I did was I teased it down. Barrios over 3 strikeouts.
Okay.
I got a hit for Vladdy, Bo, and Teoscar.
Ooh, Teo.
And it came out to about plus 330 or something.
Oh, I got to make another bet now. You guys.
Yeah, we got to get after. I can see
you got way too much on the table.
A bunch of other people just showed up in the room and they're all on their phones. You know, they'd be betting over there too. It's a good time. All right. We should wrap this up because we have a long walk and it's already,
it's only long if you walk slow.
You got long legs.
We might be able to crush out an episode a day while we're in Toronto.
Oh, why wouldn't we?
Why wouldn't we?
What else are we doing?
All right. I'm going to throw this up then and we'll give her. Thanks for tuning into a quick episode of Nation Real Life, episode 403. Shout out to the HGA Group, our title sponsor, Montana's as well. All you can eat ribs on until
Get Montana's messy.
Yeah, I'm going to be getting some kind of messy
you love
tonight.
Ribs, eh? Always. Of course.
Boys love ribs. Also, DoorDash and Oodle Noodle Cattail Crossing. We'll be 7 days from now. Golf tournament, Oilers Nation Open. Oh boy. God. Pray for our livers.
Oh boy.
Shout out to Cattail Crossing and our sponsor Alfa Romeo, who will have a great prize at that golf tournament as well.
Also, just last thing I want to say before we end the podcast, Jared Sharp is a massive Blue Jays fan.
Huge.
Don't let anybody say anything else.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the Real Life Podcast. Don't want to miss any of our nonsense? Hit the subscribe button and give us a follow on Twitter and Instagram.